Hello, my name is Penny Coin. Been playing Aurora for X for a little while now. Not super great at it, but I enjoy the game. One of the biggest struggles I have though with it is always figuring out the best way to build an engine. So I designed this tool to help me solve that problem, and I think it works really well, and I figured I would just share it with anyone else, see if anyone else can get some use out of it. So to use this tool, you're going to need something called Solver, which is this Excel add-in that's turned off by default. To add it into Excel, what you need to do is go to File, you go to Options, you go to Add-ins, and it'll be Solver Add-in. It'll be down here for you, and you click on it, click OK, add it in. You're good to go. Don't worry about solver sensitivity. That's something entirely different. You don't need that. Okay. So the first thing you're going to do is you need to fill out these 4 yellow boxes. This first one is based off your drive technology. So for my purposes, for this ship, I have magneto plasma drive, so that comes out to 16 hull size per, or 16 power per hull size. Different technologies, different number, so just figure out what it is and you plug that in. Fuel consumption based off your tech. My tech right now is 0.4 fuel consumption per liter, so that's what I would put down. As you can see right here. There we go. And then for the ship, the fuel capacity. So for this jump tender, that's what I'm designing right here. It has a fuel capacity of 250,000 liters, so I put that in. And its size, the 4 engines, is 3,206 tons. So I'm actually going to go a bit over because when you add in the engines, it'll add in more crew and probably more crew spaces. And the tool doesn't account for that, so you just have to account for that yourself. You'll just have to estimate a little bit. Then the next thing you're going to have to do is all of these red and blue boxes you're going to have to go through and enter. So these 4 right here are based off of your technology. So minimum engine power for my case right now in this game is 0.4, so I put that in. My maximum is 1.5, so that's the number I put in. Same with minimum size I have here and maximum size. These are my technology limits right now. I can't go bigger, I can't go smaller. Red, all the red boxes, what it means is the corresponding number, which is always a number directly to its left. In this case, these 2 to its left. This number has to be greater than this number. These blue boxes, this number has to be less than this number. So anything in a row, they correspond with each other, like this. And these other red and blue boxes are arbitrary. They're however you want to design your engine. So I want a year's worth of power, so I put that in. I don't want it to be bigger than 4,000 tons because that's as much as my shipyard can handle. I don't want to have less than 1 engine, and I don't have more than 2 engines. And then because I'm dealing with these numbers, I'm not dealing with these, what I've done is I've set the red box to 0, and I've set these blue boxes to ridiculously high numbers that will not get in the way. There will be another video tutorial eventually that explains more about this, because this whole tool, I have it currently set up to build an engine specific to a ship design, rather than more just a general engine. This top part builds more of a general engine. When you're dealing with this whole thing, it builds an engine for a ship design. There is a way to split this off from this, but I want this tutorial to be a bit shorter, so it's more digestible. So this, yeah. And this max. Right now, what I have this tool set up to do is maximize ship speed. And so I have this denoted by max. So once you've put everything in, I'm happy with everything I have in right now. I've entered all of my red and blue boxes the way I want them, corresponding to technology or what I want things, more arbitrary. And I've entered all of my yellow boxes according to design and technology again. What I do is, you'll probably be on the Home tab, you go to this Data tab, you'll find this new Analyze section, you hit Solver, and this will already all be set up. And you click Solve. You click OK. And what it does is, it spits back all of these numbers, and it'll show you the speed, and it will show you the engine power and the hull size you want to put in for your engine and the amount you want to put on the ship. So, just to prove that it works, we'll now show. Okay, so engine power 75%, engine size 15. This tool does not. It gives you exact numbers, so you have to round up or down. So this one comes out to a pretty even, actually 75%, pretty close, and 15 is its hull size. And then when you put those in, you find that about 180 engine power, it does line up to 180 engine power. 28.64 fuel burned an hour. 28. This is it's always a little off, and I believe that's because Aurora for X does a lot more rounding. This tool does not round at all, and I think that's where the difference comes from. But you'll see it matches up. And when I am to put it on my jump tender here, my poorly designed jump tender, you will find that it says it does exactly what it will. About a year's worth of power is what I wanted. It doesn't go over 4,000. It goes 2,253, about 2,253. So yeah, that's this tool, and I think I've explained everything I need to. So yeah, good luck killing all the Xenos, I guess. Yeah.